iced coffee from McDonald's here or Speedway.
Right.
That's my two spots: Speedway by the crib or the McDonald's here on campus. Well, I took my son over to his grandma's. So I stopped by the one in Shepherdsville, the McDonald's. I was like, well, I'll just get my iced coffee and my drink there. Iced coffee was terrible. I took like 5 drinks and I was like, no, I had to stop up here, get me a really good iced coffee.
From a different McDonald's?
No, from the one here where I always go. And I apologized to him. And I was like, look, I'm sorry. I tried to cheat on y'all this morning and y'all just make the best iced coffee. So they made me a great iced coffee. And that was awesome. There was another thing happened this morning. I did a lot of people in the listen, I don't know. This may be a delegation thing for you too. Okay. But for the delegation on my side, I listened to Hank Williams Jr. Country Boy Can't Survive. And when you listen to that song, I don't care where you're at. I don't care where you're from. Like, I live in Norton Commons now. Doesn't matter. For that moment when you're listening to it, you dip. You know how to fish. Look, you become a country man. And now, and I had heard the song for a little while, and now I've got a truck, and it was like I literally felt my body morphing, like, into like it was like if somebody would ask me about Steve Rums from Huntsville, Alabama. Like, what?
Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah.
The name of the song?
A Country Boy Can Survive. Yeah. Got a shotgun, a rifle, and a 4-wheel drive. Yeah.
It's going to be necessary.
No, it was me. Look, I would have you would have been like, hey,
it's funny you say that because today I need a little bit of help, people. This was going to come up. This is going to come up later on in the show. This was just kind of maybe at one of the end of the commercial breaks or something to that effect. I was going to go there, right? And Steve just kind of accidentally started us off. This is something I need, y'all. This is not what we're going to talk about. But if you're a texter, if you're comfortable texting in, if you're comfortable calling in, I really need can't miss road trip songs.
Oh, gosh.
Can't miss road trip songs, Brian. So if you think of one at any point during, I'm talking about 6 hours.
Oh, yeah.
6 hours.
Oh, just CCR. Let me start right there. I'm telling you, when I'm on a road trip, I go straight to CCR for some reason. You know who I'm talking about, right? You don't know who CCR is?
I do not.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
I try to meet you in the middle sometimes. Okay, like forget we're on air. I feel like I do a good job with the delegation. I try to meet you all in the middle. You can't meet me like even a little bit.
Where would I know Clearwater Revival?
It's not Christian. I don't like an actual revival.
No,
it's
okay. Well, elaborate. You have to help me. We teach each other things. Don't judge me for not knowing.
Listen, it was
when you
Vietnam.
When you said CCR, I wrote it down.
Okay,
right?
Yeah, but then you just look at me, and I feel like that sometimes you give me a look, and I'm like, was I not supposed to say that? I was like, I don't know.
You listen. The look you saw from me.
Turn off the YouTube real quick.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, YouTube.
There's some things I just don't know. Like,
okay,
pardon my ignorance on that one.
Well, sorry. Texas says, get your roll on, big timers.
Is that a can't miss? Could I do without?
I heard it through the grapevine.
Grab that. Grab those.
Somebody said, Marques, you've heard a ton of CCR. Fortunate Son, Looking Out My Back Door.
I don't know the titles.
Oh, okay.
So
fair enough.
Yeah.
Somebody says Ludacris, Move,
Yes,
B,
yes, but
Zoom by the Commodores, Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. That's a good call.
That's like, you know what that's the
That's a
equivalent
good
to?
call.
You know what that's the equivalent to? This is a suggestion for anybody else. Hans Zimmer.
Oh yeah,
Hans
I love that stuff.
Zimmer
Yeah.
soundtracks.
Hold on, we got a special guest that needs to give you a little CCR knowledge.
On which line?
It's our very own Mark Hebert.
Ah,
What's going on, Mark? Good to hear from you.
Marques, my man.
That's great.
I'm headed to a news conference, a JCPS news conference, and I'm in my car, and I listen to you guys whenever I'm in the car. And Steve pops off and says, CCR is my go-to.
Right?
And Marques says, basically, who the hell is CCR?
right.
Yes.
Thank you.
I am publicly embarrassed for you, Marques. I know we have different backgrounds. I know we listen to different music, but I am publicly embarrassed for Marques Maybin that because he ain't like 18 years old that he shouldn't know who CCR is.
Listen, Doctor. I agree. That's.
Are we back to calling him doctor again?
He's always a doctor.
Yeah, I know, right?
Every time I go to the doctor, I wait for Mr. Hebert to walk out.
I'm not at the university anymore, so I'm not a doctor anymore. So I'm at JCPS, so I'm just I don't know, what am I? I'm the PR guy, but I don't know. You'll have to come up with something.
Fair enough.
So anyway, I just had to call in and say, Rummage, I'm with you on the CCR on the road trip, man.
Well, I appreciate that, sir. Absolutely.
Oh, listen, it's great hearing from you. You drop in anytime, and if you're doing JCPS PR, we're definitely going to have to speak really, really soon.
All right. Well, if you want to chat sometime, give me a call. If you want to talk about JCPS sports or something, give me a buzz.
Yeah,
absolutely. That was
okay, guys.
Good talking. That was our very own, and we call him doctor. I don't know why we thought he.
Well, no,
we knew he was a doctor. He is a doctor, and he just doesn't admit it.
No, I know. I would walk in before and like, hey man, it's rash. I don't know. What? Who's this guy?
But I knew I had to let him through right away.
Right.
I was like, I got to get him on. He's on the way to a meeting, and I was like, this is going to be good.
Yeah. How awesome is that? Yeah. Oh, in a news conference listening to you. Well, thank you, sir. Doobie Brothers, Ja Rule, Dr. Dre are my go-to. Somebody said they're from California. Okay.
CCR is
interesting.
Okay,
interesting.
So all random CCR knowledge is welcome because apparently I should know more.
Okay,
and that's okay.
I did not know that. Well, thank you.
I can play some more songs for you, but you got that YouTube copyright going.
Yeah, out of the breaks, just give me the heads up.
Above the Rim soundtrack.
That's awesome.
That's a good one.
Hold on. Good. Lilith, how do we do this? Hold on.
Well, where are you going?
Excuse you?
Wait, like it just kind of clicked to me. I'm like, hey, look, tell us on air. Where are you road tripping to? Because I don't road trip anymore. I fly. If I could find flights from Prospect to Louisville, I would do it. Like, it's ruined me. Like, yeah, the road lost me. Get rich or die trying.
Do you have to have it? Now, just don't name anything y'all like. It has to be like on the road, on a long road trip.
Like,
I need this.
Like, I believe this. Bee Gees, Prince, and Bruno Mars.
Yeah. Just like, and I'm looking for particular songs as well.
Yeah.
Like this.
Well, somebody did say "Life is a Highway" earlier.
I know. Man, last time
I can sing some covers for you.
No, thank you. Last time I took a trip to see a little lady friend of mine, right?
Okay.
I found a channel, and it was the best road trip channel.
Was she a lady friend in an area code that's not this one?
So
could you say
look. What lady friend?
Marques gotta go to a different area code. What are y'all talking about?
I'm getting text messages.
Yeah. Turn the Page Metallica cover. That's a good call. You need to put that one down. That's a great road trip song. Turn the Page, but the Metallica cover. That's a great.
And everybody
call.
knows whenever I randomly go live on they know how I get into my music. Like it really helps with road trips. Okay, so Steve, thank y'all for doing that. Sorry for y'all listening, but who doesn't like a good music conversation at the beginning? You know, at the beginning
I totally
of the show.
agree.
But let's do this. Let's wait. Can we get a round of applause real quick, Steve? Join me.
Yeah,
join me.
Yeah.
I love when videos come out.
Oh my God.
I love when videos come out. Which one were you more? Which one did you enjoy? And listen, all the categories, details, music put together, information, personality, you know, like everybody likes certain things about the videos that, you know, the timing of them, you know, there's always, you know, things that you like about these videos. Yeah. Which one did you feel like you needed and it just delivered? Because if everybody saw yesterday, there was a basketball video, it was kind of short.
Yeah.
You know, it was just, you know, a little bit of intense practice action. But, you know, Steve and I are complete junkies when it comes to picking apart every element of what our team releases. And the football video was a little longer, a little more, you know, kind of funner, kind of day in the a little more behind the scenes, not meant to be hype video-ish, kind of, you know, just kind of getting to know your program and you guys and what their opinions are of each other. So it was kind of, you know, one of those. And then there was a kind of a short draft clip video that, the draft clip video, that was just a feel good. That was just a feel good.
That was more. I don't even really count that. I mean, I do, but in our conversation, I like that. That was just a little quick plug. It's tough because I thought the football one. We're just doing macro, and then we'll get into it. But I thought the football video yesterday, and if you don't know what we're talking about, you can go to Twitter, and you'll have go to the football account, official account, or the basketball account. You'll see the two videos we're talking about. The football video I thought did a good job.
Sorry.
Okay.
Jason says, I got your back, bro. I listen to all kind of music, and I never heard of CCR.
Ooh.
Thank you, Jason.
Okay, Jason.
The one supportive text message I got.
That's what you needed.
Just one. See, now
I just need one
because myself and Jason had never heard the phrase or the initial CCR. It means I'm okay now.
Fair enough.
I thought I was on an island by myself.
Not on an island by yourself.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the football video, I thought it did a good job at kind of giving a little more. The video was called like the DNA, you know. So I think that's what it did. It kind of gave a little more insight into what philosophy of the team, but you didn't get
the
a
makeup
lot of
of the
new
team
stuff. Whereas the basketball video, I thought you got to see a little more insightful. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff that I can take for the future.
Real quick, just a couple callers called in with a couple more songs. One guy said "Radar Love" by Golden Ring, and he said that's like a one-hit wonder.
It's a good
song.
That's a good one.
And then another guy said Bob Seger. He always listens to "Roll Me Away." Just a heads up, Marcus, so you know, like CCR's lead singer is John Fogerty. So John Fogerty, you've heard of John Fogerty, the "Put Me In, Coach, I'm Ready to Play." The "Put Me In, Coach." Yeah. That's John Fogerty. That's when he came away from CCR and started making his own songs.
You know what's the irony to that is?
What?
That's exactly the song I had in mind when I was telling Steve about that radio station I found last road trip I took.
Yeah.
And I remember just riding through the countryside.
Through the mountains of Indiana.
Well, a lot of John Fogerty songs that he made on his own were similar to the CCR songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So countryside, and I remember jamming to "Put Me In, Coach." And then I was like, I want to learn this. I want to learn the words to this song. I didn't know all the words, and I'm like, man, I wish.
And then have you ever seen the rain?
Yeah. Okay.
Good stuff.
This is why I asked. I brought this subject to you.
No, it's a good one. You'll be interested in that. What's that?
There's something that no Curry sighting. I saw that come up on the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So Okay, so keep going. Where are we at on the videos?
Yeah. I just, to me, the basketball, there's a little more unknown right now, I think. Whereas I think football, we're getting a little closer to the season, so we're hearing more about, we kind of know we're getting back into watching games, which, by the way, I'm going to talk about later because I did, and you wanted to talk a little bit about Miami.
You watched it?
Yes. And
don't touch it.
Okay.
Let's go basketball.
Okay.
If you watched it, if you went back and watched Miami.
I did, and I had one of your moments where I was like, we didn't get blown
out. Don't say anything else about the Miami conversation.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll chat with it. Yeah.
You know what? Let's say basketball now.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yep. Because you watched that.
Yeah.
I know we got to get the basketball out the way first.
And I went back and watched a few. Me and Elijah were up last night, and I went back and showed him. We talked so much about Bush and stuff. I went back and showed him a few games in that area. Mm-hmm. So we was watching that. That was fun. But yeah, basketball video. I mean, I think right off the page, JJ Trainer stole the show.
JJ Trainer absolutely stole the show. Brian Hall, did you see JJ Trainer on that basketball video?
I did. I saw the dunk that he did too. The dunk shot that he had.
Yeah. Well, he had two dunk shots.
And they were two. The second one was a follow up, but he was thinking the right thing. But
catch and go dunk.
Yep. The first one, though, people, I slow-moed it back and forth. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
But there's a penalty.
No, absolutely. No, I totally agree.
You explain to people the penalty.
Well, the problem is
sorry. Listen.
I know. Moms.
Yep. Mom's trainer. Sorry.
By the way, she's kind of on us. About the Bahamas.
She's not going to feel that way by the time we get finished. Before we get to the season.
If I see y'all down here,
I'm going to, right.
Fair enough.
Sorry. Mom's trainer.
The penalty is with
great power.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Right.
And when I saw that video.
So you agree with me?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw how high that young man's hand was in the air. We're talking top of the white.
The square behind the square that you aim at to hit a bank shot, people.
Yeah. He looked like Michael Jordan in Space Jam.
He had the basketball up there. You know how hard it is to touch that part of the square? Like I sat in practices with 6'10" guys. And we had jumping battles. We would lick our fingers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And see how high we could leave a mark by that square. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard to just do it with your fingertips. He had a basketball up that high.
Yeah.
And while Steve was impressed with this is how something gets consumed. People are watching it and they're watching, oh, man, he looks pretty high. Things, oh, he's high jumping. And I see that. I do the same thing at first. Then you start looking for little cues. You look for shock.
Mm-hmm.
You look for shock on other team, right?
Yeah.
There was no shock.
No.
Imagine if you saw somebody jump higher than most people can in college basketball can jump.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not a lot of people that can do that.
No.
And imagine if you saw it up close and you didn't even react.
Right.
Which means you see that all the time.
Yeah.
Right? That's problem one. Problem number two is kind of back on JJ's. If I did a film session, I'd say, I want you to see the reaction of your teammates, right?
Yeah.
This is a problem. I said,
I'm sorry, I'm just discovering something right now that's hilarious.
I'm listening.
I don't mean to interrupt. So I saw the other day, I'm going to totally derail right here,
That's
but
fine.
I just have to. I saw the other day, there was like some things going around, and they had the Goodwin local kid on 3 recruits thing had him 17th in the country overall.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? But, whatever. I didn't say nothing about it.
Right.
And I thought, that's a little much. So I just see a tweet. Are you ready for this?
I'm listening.
This is from KSR. I'm very excited to announce that KSR has been acquired by On3 Sports and is the first site to join their new network. On3 is going to be the premier college sports network in America, and KSR is excited to be one of the anchors for the future. And I look on the site, and the one on there says we had to have KSR as the first one and different ones, and I'm like, oh. Well, now 17 makes sense.
Okay, give everybody a quick. What did you just tell everybody? Give them.
Essentially, is what I'm saying is I saw Kentucky recruit 17th in America, and I'm like, I'm all for the local kid's success. You know what I mean? But I'm like, 17th in America overall? It's like a top 3 lineman in America. There's no way. And then I see, the site that ranked him there just announced they've partnered with KSR. I was like, okay. So that's how the Kentucky recruit randomly got up to 17th in America and their launching thing. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Like I said, I didn't mean to derail, but that's something I didn't even say a couple days ago when I saw it or when I saw the ring. I was just kind of like, okay. I mean, I'm not going to jump on Twitter. Kid's not 17.
Right.
Good for the kid. Whatever, fine. But I was like, oh, wait, 17th in America. But now it makes sense. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but I was
no. You derailed it, right? And I'm going to ride the derailed train. Speaking of media influence, Steve, you and I have fought the good fight.
We have
fought the good fight against the juggernauts. We have withstood the I'm sure there's some kind of conspiracy and Marques and Steve are going to say that ESPN. Steve.
I know.
That's a good point. When Mac said they called ESPN and tried to have one of our games rescheduled, I said, Coach Mac can't say that publicly unless he knows it to be true.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's a big accusation.
That's a huge accusation to make to people, programs, everything. We did, listen, how many times did we do how is that not on the bottom line? But this is on the bottom line. Hey, mate, they just cover the news.
Yeah.
And then did the Big 12 just send ESPN a cease and desist order on you are interrupting our contracts with your influence. Oh my God, I would be.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, you think that doesn't identify a history of mover and shaker? When Jack asked Andy the other day on that show, said, "Hey, you think ESPN?"
No, it was on Drew's show.
Okay,
Jack was doing Drew's show. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
When he asked about the ESPN being influencing some things, being behind the scenes on that, I was like, that's a great outside point.
Yeah,
that we have been saying. This is huge.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's a major for the Big 12 to say, no, you are influencing the direction of these conferences. You are personally trying to pull strings and get advantages and interrupting contracts.
Yeah, absolutely.
With what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So that sign went across when I saw that go across my screen, I'm like, that's a real deal thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the first time somebody's actually come out and said, wait a minute, I think y'all got something to do with this. Yeah, yeah. It's like and through the law. Now I don't know that they'll much will come out of it, but
it's just
it just says like, hey, no,
you can't come in here trying to.
You played a role in them deciding that,
right?
And you're playing a role in trying to keep teams away from us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
No, listen. We are going to legally find you, hold you accountable.
Yeah.
For your interruption.
No, absolutely.
Towards sports. So yeah, like keep an eye on that, people. That's a interesting maneuver from the Big 12.
No, I totally agree.
So yeah, that kind of goes along with your. Yeah, this is what goes on.
Yeah,
this is what goes on, and
yeah. It's like, okay, how does a kid get ranked 17th in America? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Okay,
you've acquired KSR. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
And normally that doesn't come out so together, like
so blatant. Yeah, like a day or two ago.
Have you no shame at all?
So when people are like, "Are you worried about recruiting?" No, I watched the film.
Right.
Is the kid good or is he not? I don't. I don't need.
Or when you lose Devin Askew to a ESPN
commitment,
a commitment
on TV commitment out of nowhere. Oh, Devin Askew's committing. He's a reclass. Was he number 1? No. Is he top 10? No.
5-star? No, 4. So 5 at the last minute.
Yeah, but he's going to announce on ESPN
at 7:00.
Yeah. Like what? Well, he's gone. Well, we have no shot.
We knew that.
Yeah, we knew.
We knew that.
Well, he's not picking us. Yeah.
There's no way because we didn't get him on ESPN.
Yeah. So if you ever needed more proof on why you don't freak out about recruiting rankings, we just showed you.
Actually, since we're in the mood of spiking the ball before we hit this commercial break and go back to talking about JJ Traynor and this basketball team
and my son,
make sure you play that sound of Marques Maybin talking about Ashton Gelati when you talk about your recruiting rankings and you
I fell in love.
Did you see that baby? Did you see that baby on that video, Steve?
Yeah.
Do y'all know we have a defensive lineman, a true freshman defensive lineman that came here at 218 and is 265 now? Woo. And when asked,
he's a beast.
And think about this. What was he? He was a 3-star when we got him. Right?
Yeah.
3-star.
He was 3-star the whole way.
And Marques was like, dude, we got a problem.
Yeah.
We found us a problem.
Fell in love.
Right. But here's the thing, Steve.
We got to get that sound.
Right. Listen. Yeah. Ashton.
Yeah.
When the team is asked, who's going to surprise them? Who's going to turn some heads this year? Ashton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When coach asked, it's a player.
Yeah.
He said, good. Look, OGs on the defensive line, like, kid's explosive, got good bend. He's strong as all get out, quick twitch. This is seniors talking about Ashton.
Yeah.
I told y'all. I said,
he told you.
He told you.
I fell in love with Ashton Gelati.
A year ago. A year ago. Go figure. He's the most impressive freshman.
I need it. I need to hear that. We've got to get that.
I'm sure Jack has it right on deck. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, this energy is too much fun. Let's take a quick commercial break. Middays with Marques Maybin on 939 The Ville.
Prescription products require an online consultation. Restrictions apply. See website for full detail and important safety information.
Think you might have ED? Not sure? Well, we'd like to let you in on a little secret. ED is common. About 40% of men experience ED by age 40, but the solution is simple. Find it at 4hims.com.
I didn't have to talk to a doctor in person. There was no copay, and the medication was shipped right to my door in discreet packaging.
Hims took care of it, fast and easy. Now our love life is better than ever.
Get access to doctors online who can prescribe you FDA-approved ED medication if appropriate. The same active ingredient as name brands, but 90% cheaper. Skip the waiting rooms and pharmacy lines. Get a free medical consultation and rise to the occasion or your money back. Go to 4hims.com/radio to get your first visit free. No copay required. The only way to get this special offer is to go to 4hims.com/radio. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Lang. When Matthew McConaughey plays you in a movie, as he did me in 2005's Two for the Money, you have to maintain a certain image. That's hard to do when you're going bald. I needed to do something, and it needed to be done fast. Parsley Waldman's Hair Center came to the rescue. Louisville and the Midwest Premier Hair Treatment Center not only gave me my hair back, but my self-confidence as well. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out how you can start your journey back to a full head of hair today. I can tell you firsthand, from the minute you walk in the door to the time you leave, you are treated as if you were in a 5-star hotel. And now that it's been a year since my surgery, I look back at pictures from a couple years ago. I don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reframed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com. That's hairsurgery.com. And tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
We are in the thick of summer, and with the hottest days of the year ahead, you are about to find out how strong your cooling system is. And if you find out that it's not ready for the long summer ahead, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Right now, when you buy a qualifying Trane HVAC system, receive 18 months special financing. It's hard to stop a Trane, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Ready to make something great? At GE Appliances, we do it every day, building appliances people depend on. GE Appliance Park is hiring full-time for all shifts. Join our manufacturing production team and be part over 100 years of American manufacturing. Apply today at makeitatthepark.com. Make a difference? Make it at GE Appliance Park. Makeitatthepark.com.
Miss anything for your favorite shows? Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com. Apply today at makeitathepark.com.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial Pound Law on your cell phone. That's Pound 529, Offices Louisville.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
I have a conversation with JJ. I say, look how nobody reacts. And I say, this is what I want you to understand. They didn't react because it was a foregone conclusion that when you get your power dribble and when you load up, it's a done deal.
It's a done deal, yeah.
Now, take that. That was, you need to take that look on everybody's face and realize you do that in a game, that gets stuck on the film.
Oh, yeah.
So every team that looks at the scouting, they're going to say, this guy's a hell of an athlete. Y'all be careful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This kid's a hell of an athlete. You do that one time in a game, right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. They have to see it in your face that you're about to do it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do that in a game, they're going to try to stop you before you load up.
Sure.
But you start loading up with that level of energy, you'll be astounded at how many people change their mind and don't jump.
Yeah.
You don't get blocked anymore.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about dunking on people. You worry about loading, get your foot and aggression level to when you take it to the basket.
Yeah.
You take it strong and authoritative. You change the minds of people before you even take off.
Sure.
That's why and here's the thing, people are going to see this. And now when you don't finish, you're going to look lazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to look nonchalant.
Because we know you can.
Yeah. Your ability. And here's the other uncomfortable truth. Your dad wore the same label.
That's a good point.
You wore the same.
We forget that, man. I think that's why I say, gosh, moms, whoever, family, I don't want to step on any toes here whatsoever when I'm saying this. This is just a opinion, like I'm not being serious, kind of. That's why I've always been like, I almost wish he would be trainer at Osborne, because I'm like, it would almost remind you, like, oh, that's
who that
genes.
is.
Yeah,
that's
you know
who
what I'm
that kid
saying?
is.
Yeah, and again, like I said,
we're not being insensitive.
That's touchy subjects. I don't know the situations, families, whatever. So, but just the point is, or where his number, or something like.
Listen,
oh yeah,
he wore that same label. You do something impressive, and when you look different, there's no other criticism. But why doesn't he do that all the time? Or he's too cool. He's too nonchalant. That's what you thought about J.O.
Yeah.
Like, God, it's the E5.
Sure.
It's the E5. You think he's on cruise control all the time.
Yeah.
Because you've seen him get aggressive for a couple of seconds.
You watched him against Ole Miss have 17 with 13 minutes left to go in the first half. It was like, no, yeah, he just went up Cincinnati ready to play.
Right. but here's the problem is Coach Mack is all about consistency. You heard during the video, got to be the same dude every day. Got to be the same dude. Mm-hmm. It's hard enough to perform the same every day. But when you do something of that incredible nature, of that level of athleticism, your range it's harder on you now.
Yeah.
It's hard. People are going to label you with, why don't you do that all the time?
Yeah, absolutely.
If they see it one time, but your opponents see it one time and they're going to be worried that you're going to do it again.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're going to have to come with you're either going to have to start screaming more, hanging on the rim more. You're going to have to start finishing more.
Yeah.
With confidence, or you're going to look. Listen, I suffer from it.
Yeah.
Coach Crum, I've watched you jump 10 feet over the rim. Why don't you rebound more? No, it's like
10 feet over the rim.
Yeah, no, it's like, Coach, I have to run and jump to get a rebound.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping 4 times in a row to get a rebound. Sorry. If I get a runway, I can come in there and steal a rebound. I'm not battling for rebound, which is a terrible thing in hindsight, of course. But
right.
Yeah, that was my rationale. But it also was the coach would say, the reason you're on the bench right now is because if you're not giving me that level of athleticism,
yeah,
I'm doing you a disservice. I'm doing a team a disservice. Even if my 70% is better than their 100%, he's still like, I'm not going to put you in the game.
Sure.
Because I don't care if your 70% is better than their 100%. You're not giving me 100. I give, I put the people, but it's kind of like, coach, I am, but sometimes I got hops, coach.
Sure.
And I'm joking, but I'm being serious. JJ's gonna wear a look of nonchalant if he doesn't have an intent, and I know personalities are personalities or something like that, but he's just gonna have to avoid wearing a look of inconsistency.
Yeah,
that's what I want to say. To avoid a look of inconsistency, he's gonna have to. He's got to be really good.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like one of those. He really has to bring,
It's funny how quick the switch flipped on JJ. I mean, before last season, I don't mean this insensitive towards him or anything, but I think a lot of people were like, he might redshirt. Yeah, we don't expect much out of him. But they loved him. I think everybody loved the pickup. Like, he's going to be good. But just immediately, game 1 against Evansville, game 2 against Seton Hall, it was like, oh, wait a minute, like, no. And then you get Jay Billis doing the games, and Jay Billis twice against Wisconsin, and then there was another game. Jay Billis took time, and he said, y'all remember this name, JJ Traynor? He's like, he may not, I don't know, he may not do a ton this year, but he was like, I watched some practice. That kid's going to be really good down the line. Like, so that kind of built it up. Then in the offseason, I think a lot of people before the as soon as the season ended, it was like, okay, JJ needs to make the biggest jump. Like we just immediately as a fan base just dumped that on him. Like, hey, you need to make the biggest jump. These videos come out. You see things like this. I think there is probably an expectation on JJ that's bigger than anybody. I mean, it's odd how quick. I don't know that that's ever happened that quick, where he's went from a kid that everybody was like, yeah, it's cool if he redshirts to
because
we're on you,
because nobody knew how good he could shoot along with his, like, we all knew he would have natural, some natural athleticism.
Absolutely.
But we didn't know it was going to be like that. And we didn't know, like I said, we didn't know
I think he's kind of becoming to the fan base, almost the face of the team. And he didn't ask for that, but it's like local guy, that much talent. I think like Louisville fans, and here's the crazy thing, he probably won't even start. But it's like
you're gonna be paying attention.
We think of JJ Traynor. Yeah. It's like, okay, he's
one of the names that's on here.
Sure. Yep. Now before I get to Boo Bird, he told you. But before I get to my son, who I'm proud of, I'm such a proud dad after that video. And we're gonna get to him. I love him, man. He's been good to me.
I'm gonna go to Court of Appeals.
Since I took him in, he's been great to me. He accepted it so well.
I'm going to the district, the ninth district, Southern District of New York.
Listen, man, my baby E is just he's been good to me. And again, this isn't just a baby. I've just taken him in as a son, so that's what we're going to be.
L. Ellis jumped off the page too.
Yeah, easy. He did. And before we get to him, real quick, no, actually, you know what? I'll get to him, and then we'll get to the other couple things. There's just since it's 10:52. Again, just another video that showed why I fell in love with him. It was when I looked in there and I was looking at all these babies and I was like, that one's different. It was that video again showed why. You see the competitiveness in that man. And you notice there's a lot more video of him with the ball, of him with the ball in his hand this time.
Look like he was winning some drills.
I think he's asserting his dominance a little bit. I may be backing off I was like, I think Jared West will start the season and then L. Ellis will take over. I might be backing off that. And I mean, dude, look, Noah Locke even, like, I don't even know that he was ready for that level. Like Noah, you could see L. Ellis, whatever drill that was L. Ellis's life.
At the end of his celebration.
Like I mean, he won that. He was like, go and watch. They show 2 videos of coach has the pad and they're guards and forwards and they're sealing off. And I'm watching it now. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, but early in the video it shows Sam seal off the bag.
Yep.
Later in the video it shows L. It's not the same. Sam puts his rear end on the bag.
I was happy with Sam's height or his level of box out, him getting low.
Yeah.
L. Ellis was low and driving.
Yeah, he attacked the bag. I mean,
we're talking about box out drill, by the way.
Yeah. And they might have even been posting. I'm not sure what they were doing. It might have been box out. Yeah, but either way, same thing.
Same drill.
Yeah, L attacked it, man. I'm like, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Real estate. Just a real estate game of I'm gonna drive this dude. I'm gonna put him in jail behind me, and I'm gonna drive him all the way out, and then come to the ball.
Yeah. 2 quick notes. Gabe, ball on the post, hits Matt Cross coming down the middle. Nice pass
for the dunk.
It's a nice pass. Matt Cross with the dunk. I like the finish. I like the pass. Gabe on the block. Got my guy cutting.
Go score, Gabe.
Give him the rock.
Go score.
Well, sure. But listen, we haven't had a lot of bigs that could pass. That looked like a good pass. Speaking of Cross, Jalen Withers.
Give me that.
Jalen Withers. He cocked back and blocked that one. I liked that. I liked seeing that, man. That was, and if people don't know what we're talking about, Matt Cross goes kind of up and under, and Jalen Withers just catches him and just
great timing.
Beats it right off the rim.
And again, this is for you pack liners.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was some block. Some block shots going on.
Yeah. So it is apparent. I will say this.
Troy, you did a great job on showing the competitiveness of the coach and the players on this video.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will say this. This is all I'm going to say. We have been privy to a little bit of view of the team, and the one thing I am 1000% sure of now is they are the playing faster was not a myth. It was not a It was not
a bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah. They are genuinely playing faster. I mean, ball not hit the rim or the floor in practice. They are playing faster style ball, and I think it's changed the defensive way too.
Yeah, some of it. Yeah, there's a natural adaptation when you do that.
So I'm really excited, and that video just added to it.
And sorry to the callers, like we just got carried away in our conversation. You can feel free to call back.
Yeah, I'm just trying to time out the Olympic update.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot we had to make sure we take all those 3-on-3. Are we supposed to be good at 3-on-3 in the Olympics, Steve?
Yeah. We're supposed to be good at everything in the Olympics.
All created by the designers at Shane Company. Halo styles, vintage looks, floral designs. There were just so many to choose from. Our jewelry consultant showed us one of their new French pave rings. Oh my gosh. I tried it on and I knew instantly it was the ring for me. a simple band covered in diamonds. For the center stone, I chose a stunning oval-shaped diamond. I was surprised I was drawn to such an elegant ring, but wow, it was just so beautiful. I couldn't get over all the sparkle. Then we looked at wedding bands. I found a gorgeous band to complement my engagement ring, and my boyfriend found a classic wedding band he really liked. I'm so happy we found the perfect rings to symbolize our love.
Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
Here's exciting news from Genesis Diamonds. You no longer have to wait years on a wait list for the luxury watch you want. We have it. We've just introduced our all-new luxury pre-owned Rolex collection, the largest and best selection of luxury pre-owned Rolex timepieces in Kentucky. Over the past few months, we've sourced the country to find the best, most pristine, hard-to-get luxury pre-owned Rolexes, Submariners, Hulks, Batmans, Daytonas, Pepsis, and more. And next weekend, August 6th, 7th, and 8th, Genesis is hosting our first ever exclusive luxury pre-owned Rolex event. Your chance to get the luxury pre-owned Rolex of your dreams with special financing. Imagine a pre-owned Air King for just $199 a month, or an extremely rare two-tone Daytona for less than $460 a month. Also for this event, our buyers are on site offering top dollar for your luxury pre-owned Rolex trade-in. Come see Genesis' all-new selection of certified luxury pre-owned Rolex watches in Kentucky, August 6th, 7th, and 8th at Genesis Diamonds, your new home for luxury pre-owned Rolexes.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update on the 2020 Summer Games, sponsored by Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Credit Card. Earn 3% cash back in online shopping. Most, if not all, the gymnasts who went to Tokyo to take part in the women's all-around had a goal of a silver medal. Forget the gold. Simone Biles hadn't lost an individual event in 8 years, but as we know, Biles withdrew, and she watched from the stands as fellow American Suni Lee continued U.S. dominance. The fifth grade Olympics, the U.S. has won this event. Watching Lee from her home in St. Paul, her father, who 2 years ago fell out of a tree and is now in a wheelchair, it had a big effect on Lee.
The past 2 years have been absolutely crazy with COVID and just my family and everything else. This medal definitely means a lot to me because there was a point in time where I wanted to quit, and I just didn't think I would ever get here.
We still don't know if Biles is going to compete. The next event is on Sunday. With this Summer Games update, I'm John Stashower, Westwood One Sports.
You're ready to get out and get moving. And whether it's surfing, playing tennis, or hiking every path you can find, you're going to need some essential new gear. Essentials that are even more rewarding with the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Credit Card. You can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. The essentials have never felt more rewarding. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
And we're back with Limu, Emu, and Doug for the final question. Category is things you climb. All right, Limu, what do you think? You sure? We're going with Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Oh, so close. We were looking for stairs. Huh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hull. The Sports Center update brought to you by Great Flood Brewing Company. Mention ESPN Louisville for a discount on your next appetizer at the Middletown location only. University of Louisville men's basketball team added a couple games to their schedule for the upcoming season, including playing Mississippi State on Thanksgiving Day in the Baha Mar Hoops Bahamas Championship, and then they will again play on November 27th, and they'll play the winner of Maryland-Richmond. Moving on to soccer news, Louisville City FC was in action last night as they pulled off a 2-1 win over Sporting KC2. They'll be back in action on Saturday when they take on OKC Energy at 7:30. We'll have that coverage for you beginning around 7:15 on ESPN 680. Moving on to Major League Baseball news, the Cincinnati Reds improved to 53-49 on the year with an 8-2 win over the Chicago Cubs last night. Joey Votto led the way for the Reds, going 2 for 3 with 2 runs and 3 RBIs. The Reds and the Cubs will be back in action again today at 2:20. The Louisville Bats were also in action last night, and they ended their 9-game losing streak with a 17-5 win over the Iowa Cubs. They'll look to keep that positive momentum going today when they again take on the Iowa Cubs at 8 o'clock in Iowa. Also, the Summer Olympics continue to roll along, and we are your home for the Olympics, as we'll have updates at the top of every hour. Big news coming down from last night was women's gymnast Suni Lee winning the all-around gold. And last but certainly not least, just a reminder that the NBA draft is tonight, and ESPN Louisville's your exclusive home for it, as our coverage will begin on all ESPN Louisville stations at 7 o'clock, with the first pick happening around 8. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marques Maybin is next. This is SportsCenter.
Are you looking for your next opportunity in the workforce? Look no further. UPS Jobs Kentucky is now hiring at upsjobsky.com. Right now, we are offering up to $18.50 an hour. You may even be eligible for a program that helps you graduate college completely debt-free and could also include a $325 a month living allowance paid directly to you. Follow us at UPS Jobs Kentucky and apply today at upsjobsky.com.
Is your bedroom, sunroom, or room over the garage too hot in the summer? BJ Heating and Cooling, your local factory authorized Bryant dealer, has teamed up with Bryant Ductless Equipment, whatever it takes to make those uncomfortable rooms enjoyable again. Check out the Bryant mini splits. They're quiet, efficient, and they avoid the installation of bulky ductwork. Give BJ Heating and Cooling a call today to schedule your free estimate and get 0% financing for 60 months with approved credit. It's BJ Heating and Cooling, bjheatcool.com.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
All about these songs. Dexter saying no, Steve, you're wrong. Well, not the wrong. I was just saying that you in particular, but somebody is saying, hey, they don't.
Is this a compliment? JJ is a low budget T-Mac.
Wrong adjective. Like no, you could say Michael Jordan, but if you call me a low budget anything, I'm like,
yeah, I don't,
on, dude.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just I'm not gonna be low budget anything.
And I don't know, T-Mac.
Yeah, this is no.
Yeah, no.
Just
different player. I
Yeah.
mean, T-Mac was a 2.
Right.
Yeah, he can run the point. Like, I don't know that JJ's out here running point. I think he played 3. Absolutely. I don't see him as like a point forward or anything.
Real quick, Steve. Let's jump out before we get back into our basketball world and our football world. The football world, I still can't wait
You
to
want to talk about CeeDee Lamb?
No.
Did you see CeeDee Lamb at camp?
No, it's time. It's time for. I know. I'm waiting for the shut up and play crowd to let Aaron Rodgers know that he's just a player. He needs to shut his damn mouth.
Well, you don't talk to Satan that way.
Are you back to that again?
I never left it.
Yeah, no. Don't do that, Steve.
What are you talking about?
Don't do Brian.
Pulling Satan out again.
Steve changed and started going against Pittsburgh. He said, I'm done with Aaron Rodgers and messing with him. Steve admitted that he was just hating, and he's not going to go hard on Aaron Rodgers anymore. Steve?
No, I'm not going hard on him. I said I've always
You called him Satan again.
Yes, because he's unbeatable at times. Like, he does things it's a term of endearment, actually. I'm like, no, he when you think you've got it won, you're like, it's over. And he does something, you're like, how did he do that?
Did you hear it? Did you hear his press conference?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I mean, I think he's mad. He's mad.
Listen,
so he's like, look,
listen.
if I'm a Packers fan, I'm worried about him this year because I think he sounds like a guy. He's like, oh, okay, no, y'all wanted to play hardball? I'll play. Yeah, I'll play for you this year. That's fine.
Listen, I did something that I shouldn't do, but let me just give a quick breakdown. For people that hadn't heard, Aaron Rodgers just got on there and he just told way too much truth.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was the best. It was the best. It was the best quarterback, long-term franchise quarterback conversation. It was what he talked about was movie level arrogance I'm sorry, movie level self-awareness.
Yeah.
He said things like, no disrespect to Green Bay, but free agents aren't coming. This is not the nicest vacation spot in the world.
Yeah.
So if they're coming to play with me and have a chance of winning the championship.
Well, he said they're playing with me or the team.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he cleaned it up.
But no, he didn't clean it up. He did it on purpose.
No, but it was the truth.
Yeah.
He said, I want to be involved in the decisions they make for me to do my job.
No, he just looked at Green Bay fans and said,
I'm the captain.
Oh, no, he just pissed all over your team. Yeah. He was like, look, if I leave, this place is going to suck.
And listen, it was a great maneuver to throw out all the names he threw out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he got his Green Bay delegation behind him.
Yeah.
Because he said, hey, I wanted to voice my concern about the way that some of the veterans have been exited. Charles Wood, when he starts saying Charles Woodson, Bakhtiari, so-and-so, Jordy Nelson, so-and-so, a Green Bay fan just started thinking about all those people and just like, oh my God, we did.
Yeah.
Julius Pepper. So when he named all those names, he's like, all these guys should be here right now.
Yeah.
And that's why we suck.
Yeah.
Or we don't suck, but just I want y'all to know I want y'all to remember all the people that left unceremoniously, right?
Yeah.
So I'm listening to him and I'm like, I feel you, Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Like you are people get mad. They don't get mad at Charles Barkley. People get jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Charles Barkley is a top target for cancel culture people, right?
Mm-hmm.
People who are scared to say what they feel. They hate Charles Barkley.
Sure.
Because he operates in a space of freedom. Aaron Rodgers operates in a space of freedom. Before I even heard the interview, I heard the clip of, so Aaron Rodgers just thinks this is his team,
Yeah.
Before I heard the whole thing. But when I heard the whole thing, I'm like, you know what? We need more Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
But I will say, of course, I was making the joke when I said, where's the shut up and play crowd for Aaron Rodgers? Because I'm like, they're coming for you. They're coming for Aaron Rodgers on that. But He's still Aaron Rodgers.
No,
so,
he's Aaron Rodgers. And again, I know you deflected from my point, but the real story in the NFL right now is you see CeeDee Lamb.
No,
video going around.
what do you do? No.
Oh, you saw the catching where he went around one-handed back of the end zone. It's like, come down. Oh, it's just ridiculous.
Do the Cowboys play Detroit?
I hope not. It's my Aaron Rodgers moment for the day. No, they don't.
I didn't think.
We open with the Buccaneers. Game 1.
That's a good decision.
No, oh yeah,
that was a good decision.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You
we open with San Francisco.
Yeah, Dallas has the Buccaneers, Chargers. Yeah, no lines. No lines.
Point.
We play a brutal schedule though. Like they do this to us every year. When we have a good team, they just pack the house. The Buccaneers. Then we gotta go to Kansas City. Like we play at the Vikings on Halloween.
That's how you get prepared.
Yeah, on Halloween. That'll be a fun one. I mean, like, come on, dude.
Well, I mean, hell, we play Mississippi State on Thanksgiving.
We do Thanksgiving Day. Mississippi State in the Bahamas, baby. That'll be a thing of beauty.
I'm here for it.
I know.
Okay, so back to Ellis looks like the most competitive person on the video.
Yeah.
JJ Trainer, great power, great responsibility.
Yeah.
Chase down block.
Yeah.
From behind, Coach Mack is on him. He's on him too.
Yeah.
I like the pad level,
sure,
or the butt level of the players on defense. They were really down in good posture when they were boxing out. So I did enjoy that part of it. You know, it was all in all,
it was good.
It was good. Okay,
now let's move on.
Let's move along. You want to start with their Miami review?
Miami review. Did we do that?
Let's do it
because it is getting close to football season. It is football season.
By the way, I got an awesome bucket hat. I got an awesome red or a Louisville bucket hat. Oh,
I saw it. I saw it last night.
I love it so much.
I flipped on there for a second, watched a few minutes before I fell asleep.
It's the most football mood. It's the most Atlanta football mood. It's almost like, Jim Carrey in The Mask, just when that thing got close to its face, it was, I felt football.
Yeah.
It was like my football hat.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
I watched Ole Miss. I've been watching a lot of Ole Miss. I've watched almost every condensed game of theirs.
Of Ole Miss?
Yeah, from last season. Yeah, almost every single condensed game. We got a good shot. But anyways, let's move on from that. I will say I watched their spring game too last night.
I might watch
their
that
spring game. Yeah, you check that out. But you mentioned Miami, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna check out this Miami game.
And again, when I said it to people before, I said, I'm gonna watch the Miami game. Everybody said, why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the worst.
Yeah.
You watched it, Steve.
I did go back and watch it. And you realize it's like you do forget over time. And then you watch film and you remember, oh yeah, there was 2 plays Isaiah Hayes just lost his mind.
Yes.
And totally forgot. We handed them a 70-yard touchdown. Just handed it to him because he totally forgot to where he was supposed to be.
Yep.
And what was it? My man Cam Hayes, was that his name? I can't remember. The running back.
Yeah.
Just down the sideline. Nobody was even over there where he was supposed to be. Gone. Another play, same type of thing. Messed up. Gone.
Yeah.
It was like, without that,
it's game on.
You go back and watch that condensed game, and you're like, yeah, they may have came more and outplayed us.
Listen, they sucked our guys in on a couple of plays, but for the most part,
yeah. I mean, so it's like you're not totally taken away from Miami that they came in strong. You remember that was a Saturday night ABC game, college game day, and Miami came ready to play. And I felt Louisville did too when you watch it. when you go back and rewatch it, but you do forget, man, just even things like that where
you could compete is what I saw.
Yeah. And I mean, how quickly you start to watching Pitt and Miami back to back, you see how close we were to 3-0. You know, you see how close we were. And Miami, we were ranked in the top 20. So it's like you see how quickly just a play or two, that Louisville team could have been in the top 12, 3-0 in the top 12.
Their tight end is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Their tight end was awesome.
Jordan.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
Yeah. It was like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and again, I'm not playing that game where I'm like, well, you know, they could have, because they didn't win. So obviously there was an issue, but
you know, I watched that game and I don't know if my ceiling moved up or my floor moved up. But floor, saying my floor moves up feels like a loser way of thinking about it.
Sure.
Right. Moving up my floor on the season is like, well, if coach doesn't reach this, then, you know, then he's to blame, you know, kind of like, you know, puts me in that mood.
Yeah.
When I talk about ceiling, right. I was watching these and I'm like, we have opportunities all over the place.
Yes.
We can move the ball. We forced Miami to commit 8 guys to the run, 9 guys to when Malik is throwing, and some of the big plays came from Malik's arm. Justin Marshall, you know, shows up. Even in the video, okay, mix the Miami game with Tyler Harrell. Coach Satterfield talking about Harrell. He says, listen, we have a dude right here. It's one of the fastest guys in the country. He's been in our program. He's going to be ready to go.
Absolutely.
I mean, that your Tutu Atwell conversation, just like, right?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, outside of having the experience, right?
Yeah.
And the what's the Tutu Atwell brand that he was with? Northwestern, you know, the what was the little show he was on? What
was it called?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Tykes or whatever, you know.
Yeah, but it was I can't remember.
What was the football show that Tutu Atwell was on when he was a kid?
I can't remember. I'll look it up.
That's gonna bug me.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Though? Okay. So Tutu Atwell had a name, kinda, you know what I'm saying? So without that previous buzz, right?
Yeah.
Harold is a speed demon.
Yeah.
He's a legit speed demon.
Yeah.
When the players were asked,
Warriors of Liberty City.
Yeah.
Liberty City. Yep.
When the players were asked, you know, about, you know, hey, who's a guy that's going to surprise you? Braden
Defense
Smith
was strong.
Yeah, and they say Braden Smith. You know, or they say, or the coach says Harold. You know, watch out for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the other guys, who's going to jump off? Jalen Mitchell.
Yeah.
These are the team saying, yeah, like these are the veterans of the team saying, yeah, these dudes are a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so yeah, you see that. Then you look at Miami again, and then you look at Pittsburgh again, and you're like, they have dudes getting drafted. These guys are gone. Now, Miami's always a threat to reload, but when you watch it, Steve, you're like, that back shoulder throw over CJ Avery's, you know, step off.
Yeah, absolutely.
It didn't happen with a full roster now.
No, I know. Well, you that's what I say. I mean, you have to add in that you have and that's why I brought up the Hayes thing, because again, I know you can't go back and go, well, you know, if we won but I say, okay, did everybody else that's back do enough to win that game or to be in that game? Replace Duncan, Rashees, and Hayes with Duncan and, you know, Cole, or Duncan and Perry, or you know, however you want to do that. And I say, you know, you have to at least give me that the people that are coming back. I mean, when you look, how many people coming back do you feel like cost you games. That's kind of where I go back, and that's why I try to tell people to go back and watch these condensed games.
Yeah,
and watch.
Listen, what Steve is saying, and you hate saying it. The guys that cost us the games are gone.
Yeah, or we've brought in guys that are going to play over them, because I just and again the Malik thing. There was obviously a lot. And listen, I was listening to Mark or Ennis had a guy on the other day from the ACC. It was Eric something. And he was talking to him and he said, well, Malik Cunningham had a few turnovers last year. There were, the number was a little high. He said, but when you go back and watch them, basically, quite a few of them that wasn't.
Yeah, some fourth down forces.
Yeah, and some drops or some tips, but tips by your own receiver and different things like that. And it was like, yeah, that is true. That is true. So I think that's why there's so much potential or excitement kind of going into the season now. And you get a shot early. You get a shot early to be 2-1, 3-0. And if you are, that's a big deal with who you're playing.
It's a huge start.
Yeah,
that would be a huge start. So here's the thing. I was having a conversation and I was watching all this video and I'm like, okay, well, let me ask you what you think. I posed the question. You were probably around 7-8, right? 7-8 win. 7, 8, good.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a big difference between 7 and 8.
Oh,
too.
absolutely is.
So your floor was 6 before?
Yes. Yeah. I think anything less than 6, I think there's enough talent over there that anything less than 6 should be not praised.
Okay.
By any stretch of the imagination.
Okay, 6. So 6
I think 6 should be you did what you should do.
See, okay, listening to you, my 7 has to be my floor. 7, like 6. My 6 is everybody else's 5 now.
Right.
Like 6. No.
Yeah.
No. You got a red shirt junior quarterback in Malik Cunningham. Now again, freak accident, I word. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
I'll play.
Well, you got to remember too, we don't go out and just schedule piss either. I mean, there's some schools in the state do that. Our out of conference this year, you've got one gimme. And you play Ole Miss, Kentucky, UCF. So we don't get to necessarily just
had 3.
Yeah, we don't go and schedule 3 gimmies. Then we still have the
in conference gimme,
Vandy's, you know what I'm saying? Like, and say, okay, now we
already have 5.
Kentucky sets themselves up this year to where they have 5 wins. They start with 5 wins. I mean, you've got 5 wins right off the bat. So that's why when they end up with 6 or 7, people are like, yeah, who cares? Good job. I don't know. You basically won 2 games, whereas we don't have that. So we've got 1 gimme. So that means that's why I say 6 to me would be not celebrated really. Now, maybe 6 regular season with a bowl win to get to 7, depending on what the bowl win was. But I think 7, you feel pretty good, right? I'm only talking regular season. We're not talking bowl game. I think 7, you feel really good. I think 8, you go, okay, that was a good season that we can build on. Because I mean, it's hard to win 10 games.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I mean, when people throw that number out, I mean, even some of our best years, Lamar Jackson never won 10 games.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's not easy just to go win 10 games.
Yeah.
That's why I think for this year.
Big 12 alleges ESPN is trying to destabilize league amid Texas, Oklahoma SEC talk. Claim ESPN claims have no merit. Are they going to countersue?
Probably. Yeah, I mean,
just
why
on
not?
principle.
Yeah, because everybody knows nobody's actually going to do anything with this. It's just kind of
we're watching you.
Yeah, it's just kind of the point there.
Yeah, because so Again, the issue I'm having right now, Steve,
and I don't have a ceiling for this team.
See, here's the thing. Watching them again, I don't know if I should say, okay, you have talent to be good. I should be raising your floor, but shouldn't be a ceiling on that.
No,
maybe you're right. Maybe
it's
you're right.
tough to put a ceiling, I think, on a team that there's kind of like it's kind of a bounce back year, because I'm like, okay, what's the ceiling? I mean, okay, so you saying they can only win 8? I mean, maybe you can. Okay, what games do you feel like they can't win on the schedule? Just no chance.
Yeah,
you feel like Clemson probably.
Is it?
That's probably it. So I mean, then what's the ceiling? Are you saying that 11's the ceiling? 11-1 is the ceiling because
Yes.
there's only one game.
Yes.
That's what I mean. Like, that's why I think it's so hard to say, okay, there's a ceiling.
Look, or we can do this again, Steve. Like two idiots. We can do this.
Well, Steve, that Clemson quarterback is really unproven.
He's unproven. They lost to ETN. Listen, when they put out those top 5s, I know they had the number 1 and 2 edge rushers.
Right.
And I know they had the number 2 and 3, or I'm sorry, the number 2 and 4 interior defensive linemen, but they didn't have the number 1. So there might be a weakness in the middle of that defensive line that we can exploit.
Trevor Reed did have some success.
Yeah.
He was able to block for at least 80 yards.
I'm not. Yeah. Look, who was my guy? That was hurt all last year. He didn't get to play. Yeah, they got him back. The receiver, remember that he had something wrong with him last year. He couldn't play. And I know he's coming back, but
I mean,
is it going to be the same thing? When they did the top 5, they only had 2 of the top 5 tight ends. So it's like, yeah, no, I'm not playing that game until we just, beat them. Then I'll be pumped. But
I mean, in the locker room, I mean, Dabo was kind of talking about, maybe they're distracted a little bit, Steve. I mean, I know they're not even allowed to be on social media.
Yeah,
but maybe the name, image, and likeness.
Maybe they're making so much money that they don't care.
We got to come up with a way
that they just don't care. They don't care for this year.
We got to come up with a way to beat them, Steve.
They've won so many titles that they're just kind of done. So it's time to take over.
The defensive coordinator is probably going to be looking for a job around or taking phone calls.
Yes. Let me be clear, though. I don't think Louisville loses to Boston College. I don't think Louisville loses to Wake. I don't think Louisville loses to Syracuse. I really don't. I think Louisville will beat those 3 teams. I think they'll beat EKU. That's 4 wins that you have them at right there. And then from there, I think you start looking at, and I'm not really doing the roster.
Yeah,
thing.
Virginia's in
Virginia. I think they'd probably beat Virginia. So it's like, okay, can Louisville then go and where do they find their wins? With Ole Miss, with UCF, with NC State, with Florida State, Clemson, Kentucky. You say, okay, do they? I think that's what the season comes down to. Do they find 3 of those? If you do, you're 7-8 win season. And that's not, to think that they beat NC State, Florida State, and Kentucky is not crazy. It's like, okay, well, yeah, sure, they might. What if? That's why I say game 1, if they were to walk out of Atlanta with the W, 1-0, you basically are starting the season 2-0 at that point, and you've taken that Ole Miss game. I think that's when you can start to go, okay, now maybe, because to me, you beat Ole Miss, 6 wins isn't acceptable anymore.
You beat Ole Miss though. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this one real quick.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna say this and drop the smoke bomb. Then we're gonna cut to a commercial break.
Okay.
If you beat Ole Miss, there's no way you get Satterfield back for next year. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marques Maybin. Oh, let me take this call real quick. I'm sorry about that. Ross, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away, my man.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Just want to take a second out here. I hadn't called in a little while. I've been getting nervous, man, because been trying to keep up with the show. Like I can, been doing my orientation work of a new job. I can kind of listen to the show, but always look for the video, and I hadn't seen it. So I was like, man,
No,
I don't know what's going on.
I
but-
was dropping the ball. One day I didn't
Yeah.
have my charger, and the other day I just started late and screwed it up.
Hey, it happens, man. It's all good. But hope you all doing well. I saw the pictures. Well, I guess it was yesterday of Gelati. I saw his mom posting pictures of him. I mean, that kid is going to be an absolute beast. I mean, I don't even know him and Yaya. I don't know if they're a 2 deep or. I mean, if Ashton Gelati's as good as we think he is, he's the physical specimen we're hearing he is. He's going to be really hard to keep off the field. So, I mean, whoever's on the other side, I think it was it per year. I mean, I'm rooting for him. He's an Eagle alumni, like myself. So I'm rooting for him. But man, he's going to have to bring it because that Gelati's coming with it. I mean, you can tell like he's a specimen. But I wanted to talk about JJ real quick. You were talking about. Once people know you can do the things that you can do,
right?
Like you ever play Mario Kart?
You
do okay. Well, like you do time trials, right? And then you like race against your own ghost, right? And it's like to get better, you'll be a ghost of your own former races, like your best time. Like you got to beat that, right? I mean, that's kind of like that's what JJ is kind of going up against. It's like. The better you get, you're just playing against that ghost of of what people know. So like, you just got to somehow keep finding ways to exceed it. And, I'm pulling for him and I think he can do it, but his athleticism is just unreal. So
I'm sorry, Ross. I appreciate the call. I mean, and that was a great, racing against the ghost. That was a great example.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Absolutely.
It's a good thing with the JJ. That's a good example.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, once you show that, that's your best time trial. That's what you're gonna be fighting against all the time to get your minutes.
Absolutely.
We'll take our quick commercial break. Middays with Marques Maybin on 939 The Ville.
Did you know that 1 Kentuckian in 6 struggles with food insecurity? That's why Kentucky Farm Bureau has helped raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for the Kentucky Hunger Initiative. Contributions that help neighbors in need put food on the table. You see, Kentucky Farm Bureau does more than just insure homes and autos. We help ensure that our fellow Kentuckians get help when they need it most. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Hey everybody, Steve Rummage here. And if you have listened to 93.9 The Ville over the last few months, you know I've reminded you of 3 simple words. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and owner of RE/MAX Alliance. And with the spring market heating up, he wants to make your home buying or selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to $5,000 seller credit by mentioning you heard it right here. So don't wait any longer and contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or joshjarbo@remax.net.
We opened our first location in 1995. Cox is more a convenience-driven brand, where Evergreen is more of a shopping experience.
The bourbon world has really kind of exploded over the last 5 to 10 years.
We are always bringing in new barrel picks that were hand-selected by our team.
My favorite part is the people.
Satisfying what their needs is our top priority. Cox's and Evergreen Liquors are Louisville's neighborhood liquor store. Visit our website, coxslouisville.com.
Tonight, the future of your NBA team is now.
With the first pick, back outside Cunningham.
Aaron Green is the #1 basketball prospect in the 2020 class.
Suggs for 3 again. Yes.
Evan Mobley.
He's exactly what every NBA team is looking for in a modern big man.
Every pick matters.
Coverage begins at 7 o'clock on all ESPN Louisville stations.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Ready to make something great? At GE Appliances, we do it every day, building appliances people depend on. GE Appliance Park is hiring full-time for all shifts. Join our manufacturing production team and be part over 100 years of American manufacturing. Apply today at makeitathepark.com. Make a difference? Make it at GE Appliance Park. Makeitathepark.com.
Miss anything from your favorite shows? Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com. Apply today at makeitathepark.com.
Prescription products require an online consultation. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Think you might have ED? Not sure? Well, we'd like to let you in on a little secret. ED is common. About 40% of men experience ED by age 40, but the solution is simple. Find it at 4hims.com.
I didn't have to talk to a doctor in person. There was no copay, and the medication was shipped right to my door in discreet packaging.
Hims took care of it, fast and easy. Now our love life is better than ever.
Get access to doctors online who can prescribe you FDA-approved ED medication if appropriate. The same active ingredient as name brands, but 90% cheaper. Skip the waiting rooms and pharmacy lines. Get a free medical consultation and rise to the occasion or your money back. Go to 4hims.com/radio to get your first visit free. No copay required. The only way to get this special offer is to go to 4hims.com/radio. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
hammer and chisel, so y'all can get started.
Yeah, I know. Like
So-
that's got to go, bro.
So, by the way, Andrew Mullins and TBF Mortgage, just that was one example of what they can do with your real estate needs. If they knew ahead of time, this is going to be the perfect caboose because the alley's coming.
Listen, I think we're about T-minus 30 days or so away. You can get some help from Steve Rummage and Andrew Mullins. So,
so
just a little tease. Yeah.
You're prepared for that. So if you're if you're confused about any new mortgage rules, when financing your home, if you need an expert in the mortgage field, you need one working for you, Andrew Mullins, a TBF Mortgage Company, one of the fastest growing mortgage brokers in Louisville and surrounding areas as a mortgage broker. TBF has experienced lender connections to get you the great rates with the right terms, whether you're buying a home or refinancing your current one. It's a wonderful time to be in the market. Rates are still at all-time lows, and you can get pre-approved with one quick phone call. So you just keep that name in mind. Like I said, you'll be hearing from them. We tried to pump them up and get them on the show a little bit, but they got to come on the show as a team. And we're really looking forward to a great partnership with TBF Mortgage, and definitely our tailgate situation. Although sometimes it's hard to tailgates, when I can just pull up to the to the building.
But I can make time.
Yeah, right.
I can make time.
Squeeze on over there early.
I can make time.
Yeah, I think at least for these first couple of games at home, I'm gonna get there early.
No, well, me too. Well, for one, when the university tries things like this, I like to support them if at all possible. So it's like, look, if they're trying to do something like that, I'm going to try to do my part
and make sure you try to do some of these things if you're going to complain.
And somebody said is the alley open to the public? I believe so, right?
I don't see why not.
I know. I think it is.
Yeah, I think they're just reserving certain areas.
VIP sections, but
I think that was the whole point because Vince Tyree talked about how he had a similar experience when he was a fan that they tailgated, but the fans would all be walking down Floyd Street and be like, "Can we come in?" and be like, "No, I'm sorry, it's a members only thing." And that's why he was trying to give that concept to every fan. So the alley for him.
Right. So I think you can go over there, hang out, and do some things. And so that'd be cool.
And like I said, getting there early is important. Like you said, they're trying to increase your fan experience. You might as well get everything out of your experience. Okay, so my road trip music is pretty good to go. Basketball video takeaways. The Big 12 keeps popping up on
NBA drafts tonight.
NBA draft tonight.
Fellas, I already got my day planned out. So I got my dog schedule ending right before it. I'm gonna swing by, pick up a Beerno's pizza, and then probably like a 6-pack of beer and soda. And sit right next to the on the lazy boy and watch about 5 hours of the NBA draft starting around 7:00. I'll watch the lead up and then the draft starting at 8.
So David goes where?
I have no idea.
Let's just.
Are you mean team?
No. Let's just do this right now. Brian Hall, Marques Maybin, and Steve Rummage. We all pick a number. Of David getting drafted. I get to go last. YouTube, pick a number on David where he goes, and the winner, actually, we'll say this: the person farthest away has to bring in sausage biscuits and hash browns within a week.
Deal.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
What say you, Steve?
I'm gonna take.
How many total picks are there?
30. Right, or is it 32?
32 per round.
32 per round.
So 64.
Or
62.
Yeah, it's the NBA. The NBA is
it might be
31.
60. I think the NBA is the one that's 30.
I think it's 30 teams. 60.
Football is the one with the NFL is the one with 32.
Okay, so
the NFL is confusing too because then you get all the
traded picks. Okay, so 60. We'll just say 60.
I'm fine with that. I'm going 32.
David Johnson, 32.
Taking 32.
What say you, Brian?
I'm going to go David Johnson. It pains me to say this, but I'm going to say 45.
Okay, Steve goes 32. Brian Hall goes 45. David Johnson. I don't want to go in between each of y'all.
He's looking like pretty confident over there, like he's got the
know
the
what?
promise from a team.
No. Listen, because I know Marques.
He's gonna be like split the difference right in the middle.
No, this is perfect.
He's doing the Price is Right game.
Listen, I'm not saying a word.
Listen, Steve knows that Marques is going to go 33. So if David Johnson goes anywhere behind that, you're automatically going to be the farthest one.
It's like
Steve knows that Marques is
then at that point, I need David.
Do that, Marques.
I
That
need
gives me
David
protection.
to be a first round. I need David at that point to be a first rounder. You like David from his junior year. You grow a pair and you say that man's going to get picked in the first round.
So go 31.
You go 31 and you take him in the first. You put all your chips on him. If he ends up costing you sausage biscuits,
31.
Then dang it, he ends up costing
31.
you sausage biscuits.
31. You know why? You know why I'm agreeing to 31, Steve?
Why's that?
I'm agreeing to 31 because the list y'all read of the agent's clients who he's representing. Yesterday, y'all, I was talking crap.
So wait, so real quick, so 38's the breaking point. So if he goes 30 before 38, then it's one of you two.
Yep.
And then if he goes after 38, then I'm gonna be the closest.
Yep. Yeah.
Pretty much.
And I'll be the furthest. Okay, so 31 it is.
All right.
But yeah, just to clean it up, I was kind of questioning who David Johnson's representation was, and immediately following the show, Brian Hall and Steve Rummage looked up who he's also represented before.
Kobe, Iguodala. I mean, names go on for days.
Yeah, so
David's all right.
Yeah, I guess it was my time. You know, hey, if that's the representation you're getting, but oh man, I mean, Jordan's good. God is good. Don't pass up on David anymore, y'all. Don't mess up passing on these Louisville players, the highest IQ players in the world.
Does Carly slip in, or does he get where does he go as an undrafted free agent?
I don't think he gets picked.
But he's probably going to sign either tonight or tomorrow
he will
morning
sign
with somebody.
quick. He'll be a quick pickup, I bet. But I don't think he'll get drafted. I hope he does. Just have that on his name, even though sometimes it's better. But
okay. Side note: if he hits the number 31, I need a bonus.
Oh yeah, no.
I need a bonus.
Exact. If he hits exact of any of those three, then you get the sausage biscuits and something. Because
what do we add to it?
Oh man, it's got to be something.
What if we do?
Well, individual. Okay. If it hits, say, okay, Brian says 45. If it hits 45, you owe him a breakfast and I owe him a breakfast.
Okay, fair enough. It's not a team, right?
Yeah.
If you hit exactly, everybody owes you two different.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. If you hit it, because if you hit exactly, there's only one winner.
Yep.
Because if it's furthest away,
you're the one.
Okay, like say I'm furthest away, then I'm bringing them in for both of y'all. Just a little sausage biscuits thing. But if somebody hits the exact, how about this? Both, you get two breakfasts from McDonald's, but you get to pick. It's not just a sausage biscuit now.
Okay.
Now it's like, no, on Tuesday, I want a number 4.
Okay.
If you hit exact.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Then what if I want to change my number?
I think we're all. Well, you can. I think that's fair.
31. I'm sticking with 31.
I think we're all. I think we all got pretty good numbers there because I'm like I was gonna go around 40, 45 or 30, 32. Like that was the two spaces. I was like, I think he's gonna go in that area.
31.
What's his best fit?
Oh man, that's a good point.
He's high IQ. He can fit.
See, my thing, I was having this conversation with him last night, and basically, David's like a solid alt.
With David?
David? Yeah.
Who was you having Did you say you was having a conversation with him?
No, I was having with a buddy.
Oh, I
No,
was
you said I was having a conversation with him.
Oh, sorry, no. So I was having
like,
a conversation with
really?
a buddy about David. There we go.
Okay.
And what I told him was, he's a solid, like, all around player, but he doesn't really have that one NBA trait that stands out, like a specialty, like a 3-point specialist or something. But I said that his best chance at something like an NBA specialty would be his defensive side of the ball, and that he could be a defensive stopper off the bench. And if he can improve his defense a little bit, that he could be a guy that hangs around on a bench for a while.
He can play some defense.
Do you know where, if you're making me put a name on it, I think the Clippers.